Okay, yeah, let's let's start. Yeah,
So my
thank.
name is Alex Joel, and I am the deputy leader of the BC Libertarian Party. And today I'm with Ling Feng.
Yeah,
You have been wronged by our provincial driver's licensing system and ICBC, and I am here to hear your story.
yeah.
Right? Thank you
So
very much
thank you
for
very
having
much
me.
for Alex for coming here because I have no driver license here, so I can't drive, and you come to visit me. Actually, my story is I'm an immigrant of Canada, resident here, but I'm new to BC. I come here about 1 month, and at the beginning, I go to the ICBC branch to exchange my overseas driver license. I hold a valid New Zealand driver license, which can be exchanged directly here. And before I come, I do lots of research online, and many other people, they can exchange it straight away. So I did the same thing. But when I go to ICBC Richmond branch, they refuse to exchange for me. So I require. They say they need some kind of review, and by other department, and they will take away my New Zealand driver license. Actually, before sign any kind of form, I requested to return my overseas driver license because I needed to drive.
Correct.
But the staff they refused to return to me and say needed to review by other department. So I required to talk with their manager, and the manager come and say if this is a true valid driver license, no problem. Probably maybe 1 week later it will be solved, finished. So I have no other choice. So I signed some forms, and definitely I know my license is true valid. So I don't worry about that.
Mm-hmm.
And I choose to wait. Actually, I wait about 10 days, more than 1 week, 10 days, and I make a call to ICBC, and I found out that the result that is still not approved. They require some kind of additional proof and some kind of abstract from overseas. So I call New Zealand authority. I require some document. The name is Certificate of Particulars from New Zealand, and I require it, and they issue it to me. Also, it is a standard, procedure to get it, and also made the payment for that.
Mm-hmm.
But when I take the document to the ICBC branch, and they say they need to post to Victoria for further review. But after 1 week later, I call again, and find out that it's still not approved. The reason is that they I think they say they don't accept the version printed by me. Actually, I show how, because it is a PDF version, I show the email to the ICBC Richmond branch, the staff. They see in the email list how they send it to me, and actually I printed it. But so this makes me very frustrated. So I made lots of calls to New Zealand. I think more than 10. Some call is very long, more than 1 hour international call, very expensive. But I have no other choice, and after made several calls, and finally there is a staff they agree like to issue me a new one. So I made another payment, and um, oh, I mean the certificate they sent to me, I also forward to the Richmond branch ICBC, but they still don't accept. So finally, I make a complaint in ICBC, and contact with Fair Practice, and after several calls to the New Zealand, and they issue a new certificate to the fairpractice.com, the email directly. New Zealand send to their email directly. And till now it is about 5 weeks. I was taken away my New Zealand driver license, but without issue a BC license for more than 5 weeks. So this actually caused, tremendous pressure to me because I'm a newcomer. I have lots of things to do here. Like here, I live here, but I looking forward to like buy a property here, and I need to car, and also my daughter, she is 2.5, 2.5 year old, needed to like take outside and to some looking for some daycare or something. But without a car, everything is impossible because I can't take by walk a long time and by bus or some so my life is actually very difficult here for me.
Yeah, your life's on hold. So has there been any feeling for you that the people at the ICBC and the driver's licensing center, do they understand the relevance and the importance of what you're going through?
Actually, I explained to them the difficulty of me. Like my daughter, she's 2.5 year old, and we need a car. And my business, I'm a newcomer. My plan is to start a business in BC, and I needed to visit lots of potential customers in Vancouver, Great Vancouver area, also including the town nearby in BC. Even I needed to go to Seattle. Because I have lots of appointment, I contacted with them. I have never doubted that I will meet a trouble in the driver license, but now 5 weeks, nothing can do. Also, for my personal, actually, I mean, at the beginning 1 week, I'm fine with that because I'm confident. But after a long time, actually, I'm under, my personal mental and health have some pressure. I can't, fall asleep very late and get up awake very early because I'm under pressure. I'm not a normal, not only myself and the whole family. Also, I have lots of plan with related to the driver license. This is small card, but have caused serious effect to me. I explain this to them, but no one can take it into their consideration. No, that doesn't work. Yeah.
No, and this is the problem. It's when there are human lives being put on hold, and these processes are incentivized to drag on, and it's not. They're not trying to work for the person. They're trying to work for the system. Unfortunately, you are being let down by the system.
I think I'm the victim.
You absolutely are.
Because no matter who come from New Zealand, will have the same situation as me, but most of them are lucky because I think more than maybe 90% of them don't need such kind of additional proof. They can exchange straight away.
So when you did your research, did you hear about any stories about ICBC here in British Columbia, or that driver's licensing trying to swap your international license? Had you heard any nightmare stories like this? Had you heard of anything?
No, I didn't. I see some successful stories. So if the same driver license, but different people, different result, I don't know whether this means discrimination because different people, different policy. And the second is from the contact of the email with them. I learned about that it may be, seems that they can't they say they can't some kind of recognize my driver license. Actually, this is not reasonable because other people the similar year 2016 the same driver license can exchange straight away, but why I can't? If they can't recognize, but my license is true valid. That means the lack of this related skill. Not suitable for the job because their mistake or not a mistake, maybe some kind of lack of their experience have caused serious problem to me. Yeah, and actually offer lots of additional proof, like the temporary driver license. I passed the driver test in New Zealand in 2016. Also, I offer the international driver license IDP. According to my New Zealand driver license, and also I offer like the resident visa to prove that I do live in New Zealand, and also I have some kind of additional like I posted something about this driver license when the first time I passed the driver test. It is in 2016. No one can change it because all have the on social media, all have the time tag, but it doesn't matter. They don't care about it. They just stick on some kind of you know they say hard copy or something printed in New Zealand. But I forwarded the explanation letter from New Zealand, explain how their system work. They don't offer something like posted to me. They issued it automatically. I mean, actually, maybe they just forget what's the purpose of their work. It's just to verify whether it is true, not follow some very like rule or just some kind of paper, because I offer you the original, well-crafted overseas driver license you can't recognize. How can you convince that you can recognize a paper printed by overseas authority? You can collect all the information from me to prove it, not just a paper. So they just, I think, easier for their work or easier to finish their work. But regardless the pressure of me, also regardless the purpose of their work is to verify the truth. Yeah, like we apply for a job, sometimes we always say we can work actively, from from our own position and try to work independently. But in this situation, seems no one like work like this, because the easiest way, they can just call New Zealand by call or email, say this name, this information, whether have this people. They say yes, everything solved. But 5 weeks, no one do that.
So your recommended situation is that simply ICBC's driver's licensing bureau picks up a phone, calls New Zealand, and this is over very quickly. From all the experience, the experience that you had was a straight swap international license for a BC license.
Yeah.
Everything that you researched, and from your experience,
most people can exchange straight away. Yeah, no problem.
Your experience is suggesting that it's as simple as calling New Zealand direct, and we're now 5 weeks into you being in this home where you were unable to drive, you're unable to take your family where they need to go, you're unable to make business trips as you're trying to set up a business in a new country. You have everyone's sympathy, I assure you. What the real issue here is that you were now falling in through the cracks, unfortunately. And there are so many people that are hurt in this province, in this country, on a regular basis, and they just fall through the cracks. And it's really great to hear your story. Can you just tell me a little bit what brought you to BC from New Zealand, and what brought you to New Zealand?
Actually, printed on the plate of BC vehicle, beautiful British Columbia. Yeah, I do believe. Actually, come here, I feel very comfortable and happy, and I have a high hope of my future life here. The reason I come here is actually the balance of your family and your own business. For your children, I here can have a good education, and for your business, based in Vancouver, based in BC, you can cover all the North American market. I'm doing something online, so here is a very good location. Also, lots of Asians live in Vancouver, so even like my parents come to visit me very easy to access to like the Asian restaurant or related facilities. So here I think it is very good for the multicultural society. And actually, I'm satisfied with the experience here, just except the issue about my driver license. But this is a key point because nearly destroyed me more than 5 weeks. I mean, it's a very serious problem for me. Also, later this month I will go to overseas to business trip. Like I will go to Europe, go to Japan. All I need a overseas driver, not overseas, just a driver license, valid driver license. But they take away the New Zealand one, and without issuing me a BC one. So I can do nothing. This causes serious problem to me.
Has this experience changed your opinion of life in British Columbia at all?
Actually, I don't think so because actually also I don't hate the branch or hate the people. I think I mean they are the only one player in BC. I don't think I can change anything, but I want. I mean, if my experience here is unfair or have space to be improved for their work, I think this can get some attention from the public, also from the authority to improve their work. Because okay, my 5 weeks till now, I still have no result, but 5 weeks already passed. But I don't want other people have the same problem in the future here as me.
What would be your recommendation for other people in your situation? What tips would you give them if they
Actually,
were coming here?
I don't know. Actually, I mean, just depends on whether they are lucky. I mean, I told you maybe 90% of them don't need to change, but they choose. I mean, 90% of them don't need to review or double check. But I don't know why I was selected. Maybe they like different people, different policy. But I think they should some kind of change. Also, don't forget their work. The purpose is a service. The purpose is on one hand should consider the people situation. The second is don't forget to verify the truth, not only like some kind of bureaucracy, but yeah, from the very beginning of the purpose of our work is to verify it is truth. So if you remember this, you can have lots of ways to verify, yeah, and to solve, to help the customer.
I absolutely agree that is the role of the government, is to serve the people. And unfortunately, right now, because they're the only player, they're lacking the competition and the incentive to be better. And I really appreciate your comments that you don't blame the people. It is not the people. It's
No,
just
I
the system
actually I never blame anyone, but to my personal, I want my issue can be solved as soon as possible. The second is that I don't want more people have the same experience with me. But actually, I think I'm very struggle on this. So I even go to the Victoria to visit the legislation. I mean, maybe lots of other people, they just give up maybe. they don't insist on so much. But for me, actually, I just feel that it's unfair. If I accept this unfair, I will not feel the happiness of BC. So I can't give up. I mean, they should give me a result, a fair result. Yeah.
I appreciate your efforts in the face of adversity. You're pushing hard to get the right result because it's what it's deserved to you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for talking to me, Ling Feng.
Thank you for coming to visit me. Yeah, thank you.
No problem. Again, I'm Alex Joel, Deputy Leader of the BC Libertarian Party. Have a great day.
Yeah, I'm Lin Feng. Thanks everyone. Have a good day. Yeah.
Perfect.
Okay.
Okay. I think we covered everything there.
Okay. Thank you. Yeah.
This is great. So we will just then figure out how to get me the file.